Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Oh, what a day. So it's Tuesday the 11th, I think, and we just thought we'd do a little quick thing here. We're sitting outside with the old proverbial.
Just had a spot of light.
Yeah, after working on the balcony this morning, and we've had what 3-4 times flyovers now, non-stop, bleeding fighter planes flying over again, right? And they're very high, aren't they?
Yeah,
can't see
them.
So
no, we can hear them.
At lunchtime, right? Right, at lunchtime. Again, the old story, innit? But this constant, non-stop drone, right? And we live in a country where they are trying to, I don't know about it's false people, but over the last few years, they don't want anybody using lawnmowers, strimmers, power tools, anything at lunchtime between 12 and 2. Which is quite ironic when these clowns turn up at just sort of normally like between 12:30 and 1:30, don't they?
Yeah.
Right. And as we said in our few videos with old Serge, they've actually been very sparse recently, haven't they?
Yeah, recently.
Very recently. But this morning, I got up at about 5:45, and you could hear them. You could hear them already, you know, this echoey drone. So anyway, it's just coming up to 2 o'clock and they've just been over again. But anyway, we wanted to make a quick little thing because we're not going to get a chance to do a Friday, because for the next 3 weeks, because we've already had one, we go up to some friends of ours, don't we?
Yeah. For
the Mulfreet evening, which is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we do that. So we were just sitting there and we wanted. I said to Mum, well, we'll do something. It's actually a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's not quite so muggy.
No, it's bearable.
Bearable, right? But we've just had the Meshwi, which is it's the last of the year's sort of big events, and that was a lot of fun. And then me and Serge went up and helped with the takedown and everything like that, and we all go and have lunch and that the girls do and put on, and obviously drink too much wine. And the guys, a bunch of guys, sort of are all a bit younger than us now, but they put it away this time. I'll tell you, it was great. So anyway, tomorrow is yet another solar eclipse, right? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Apparently,
so,
right? And all these bods are getting all excited about this thing, like, you know, as if it's this kind of. It's like.
I always thought an eclipse happened once in God knows how many years. So
yeah,
a big event.
Yeah, well, it's almost
now,
every week now.
All you keep hearing is about another eclipse.
Right. So it's like, well, what's going on with all that then, right? So. Old Sir's got some friends. They're all getting together for an eclipse party, which really, in a way, is quite novel, because it's an excuse for a party. Take your picnic with you,
and your bottles of wine.
But also, tomorrow night, there's supposed to be a meteor storm, isn't there?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I would highly recommend not watching it. If any of you've seen Day of the Triffids, doesn't end well, does it? Because everybody goes blind, right? So all these little phenomenons that all keep kicking off regularly.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, so we've been doing battling with the old sun and weather, and we've had the most incredible, as we noted, electric storms. And they're getting more and more violent, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like we've said, for all you conspiratorial kind of people out there, why is this the case? Is this a natural thing or not? I don't know. But whereas we used to sit quite a long time ago, me and Mum used to sit out the front here and watch the storms all coming in from the north, didn't we? But there was never any wind, and now you get this most incredible wind.
Yeah, you can't have the doors
and
open,
it
can
pisses
you?
old Sergio off St. Rotten, because all his stuff always gets blown over, and it doesn't make him a happy man. But there you go. So tomorrow we've got this this solar eclipse thing. It's supposed to be about 6:30, and then this meteor thing. So that'd be interesting to see what rubbish they roll out about that. Anyway, I was I didn't do a lot yesterday, but Mum come down. She'd been on the old computer, and MSN had kicked out a couple of stories. And what was the one about the strange lights in the sky?
Oh, that was interesting. Yes, it was the observed from the main observatory, Sky Observatory, in of all places, the Ukraine.
Oh, yellow and blue.
And only Kiev, of course.
Oh, yeah, Kiev, not Kiev. It's Kiev, right? Don't change the name.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, well, it's amazing that, isn't it amazing that the observatory is still there?
Yes,
Wouldn't you think that if there was all this going on, they might have bombed it? But we know about that.
Still there.
We wrote a song about that.
But they showed wonderful pictures of these 20 supposedly strange UFOs hanging around the moon.
Oh, yeah, hanging around the moon.
Some of them crossing the moon, and others just stationary. And nobody knows why. They're investigating it further.
Of course they are.
Some great...
yeah.
Great pictures you can look at.
Yeah, great pictures.
But this was MSN, and there was another one.
Oh, yeah.
That a photo that NASA released of
the red planet.
A man.
They found a man.
Is this a man seen on the red planet?
Yeah, on the red planet.
Well, I had a good look, but I couldn't see a bloody thing.
Well, as we've said, they have to keep rolling out, right? They've invested all this time and money in this shit. So they have to keep rolling it out, and every now and again they bring out that, you know, it's little green dwarf, or it's something to do with what a telescope has taken pictures of, and all this kind of stuff. And then things go quiet for a little while, and then all of a sudden off it kicks again, doesn't it? You know. But when we did our little Sunday morning bash the other day, I'm sorry about the audio on that. Because the Serge's old microphone's underneath his phone, and this little camera I've got, it's got the microphone's on the top, so it picks up everything, which is pretty much why it's so clear. So what we were talking about then was about this so-called rocket crashing on the moon, on the moon, right? And the most stupidest pictures and narration. The narration was just hilarious. And like we said, all of a sudden they zoom into this sort of what looked to me like a girl who couldn't have been much more than about 12 to 15. That's what she looked like anyway. And I was there again. I was just like, here goes another one of these little paid-up actresses. You don't think that this person really is a specialist in it? You know, first off, you're not old enough, right? You know, give us a break. But they roll these things out, and of course, so many people looked at the Artemis Fartemis thing as an absolute joke and a farce, right? And it's so funny when you go to these sites like the old NASA and all that, just have a look. Their YouTube, I mean, I don't know whether it is today. Sometimes they turn them back on, but normally the comments are all turned off because you know, why would you turn them off if people are going to call you names and stuff like that? Let them. You know, just let them abuse you and everything. Why would you care? You're getting paid anyway. But that's the old Matt's not nilk shot sign of guilt, and they want you to see that they're feeling a bit guilty about the fact that they've been lying to people for generations and stealing all their cash, all their tax money. But anyway, we just thought we'd do a little thing whilst we're sitting out here, and like we said, it'd be interesting what stories they pull out of tomorrow's nonsense. What else was there? There was a couple of other things that came up, weren't there, I think? I can't remember now. But anyway, as we know, these things keep rolling about. And what do you say there was some other... What was something else that came out by the old Who? By the
on
Who.
MSN again. Scientists have discovered that part of the Earth's crust is missing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody's looked at that.
Someone's nicked it and hidden it under their bed.
They're trying to find out what's happened to it.
Yeah.
So good luck with that one.
So the Earth's crust is
Part of the Earth's
the thing
crust.
that I was going to say, and old Serge pulled this up when he was here, is that apparently in America there's some fungus now.
Oh, yes.
That is attacking people's scalps, right? Their hair follicles. And all these people in America apparently now have contracted this uncurable fungus, which is causing all kinds of problems, neurological problems. And of all you neuroscientists out there, you might have clocked this one up. And of course the CDC, those criminals, and the Who, those crooks, or not the band, but the organisation. There's nothing that they know that is going to be able to contain this thing. And we said we laugh at these things because we sort of pretty much know that there's a huge possibility that they're all fake, and it's all there just to keep people in fear and get them to go along with programmes like the old Britney Spears concert, 3 Dart Finish. Right, but what if one day they roll out one of these things?
Oh, which is feasible, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't put it
past them, you know.
No.
So we laugh at it, but we also think that, you know, because of course we had the old Ebola, but that was supposed to have reappeared on a boat again, right?
We never heard another
No, that's all died a death again. But it is quite interesting, and it's just like we say, wash, rinse, repeat. You got to make up your own minds, really. And like we said, a lot of the people that we know here, they're knocking on in age now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Including your good self.
Including my good self, yeah.
But people, you know, who know, who aren't afraid, who don't trust that the system, any of the systems, the medical system, any of it, you know, it's the knowledge you leave this place with, and that you were enough of a not a rebel, but you know what I mean, that you just said, no, I don't buy into what you're trying to sell me. And that is it, isn't it? And we've just found out that another person that we know's daughter has now been diagnosed with the big C.
Well, she was diagnosed 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, right?
This damned awful treatment.
Yeah.
But there's no hope for
No,
her.
and we all know those that have looked, those that are using critical thinking. We all know that there is a good possibility that the old rollout in 2021 has caused a lot of this, aggravated it or whatever.
Yeah,
so anyway.
so.
But on a lighter note, well, I think that's it, isn't it, really?
Can you believe that they haven't come back? We've been sitting here.
Oh, yeah, that's typical, isn't it?
Come back.
Yeah.
But because you're recording,
Filming,
they haven't come
They haven't
back.
come back. That's the planes, by the way. But there is literally, there's been no normal planes in the air again.
No commercial planes.
No,
at all.
and that was the other thing. Oh yeah, so remember we talked about EasyJet. So apparently they're being bought out by an American company. So Serge was doing with one of his little reports, and I think they're one of the biggest protagonists in this. Let's spray shit in the air and see what happens. But it was quite funny because the story said that this American company wants to invest in it and buy it, but they're not allowed to. There's certain things they can't do because they're not part of the EU, right? So my question to that is, well, if that's the case, then how come we've got all these air force and military bases all over Europe that are full of Americans? Surely they shouldn't be allowed to do that because they're not part of the EU.
No.
But anyway, so again, you can correct me on this, but this company's bought EasyJet out for $6 billion or 6 billion euros, and you think that's a lot of money, right? Till you look at how much their air fleet is worth. 30, well, I think it's 36, it's always threes, isn't it? 35 to 36 billion euros worth of planes. So I think they got a cheap deal, didn't you? But according to the information, they are not allowed to do certain things, so they might be keeping their fleet in Luton. As if all their planes are in Luton. 360 something planes are in Luton. Give me a break. But anyway, that's about it. We just thought we'd do a quick little one, an update, and we'll see what we can come up with again.
Next week.
Yeah, next week or whatever. We'll do one on a Thursday or something. But yeah, guys, let us know if you watch the old eclipse, and hopefully everybody will get up in the morning without any ill effects, because you never know, do you? Day of the Triffids, mate. There's a wasp flying around you there. Day of the Triffids. Anyway, all right, guys. Au revoir.
Au revoir, à bientôt.